Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays The Binding of Isaac, Afterbirth Plus. I don't know why I said it in such a belabored way. You know the deal at this point. We're losing, but we're winning when we come up with good commentary. That's the dream, at least. Sladup Hocked is our seed today. Bad speed. Really nice DPS, though. Our shot speed is kind of horrendous. Wow, you're just not worth the data that you're printed on, man. But yeah, like, apart from poor shot speed, which is manifesting itself as poor range, which is going to manifest itself as me probably walking into enemies more frequently than I should, and of course, apart from the fact that our speed is kind of poor right now, this is a much stronger start than you usually get. The fact that we have above average damage and above average rate of fire is a huge bonus for us. All we need to do is manage our expectations. Here's how far we've come with secret rooms. I didn't even think about the fact that we were on a question mark floor, like a Curse of the Unknown, I guess. Curse of the Lost? Curse of the Blind? Curse of the Lost. That's the one. I know it sounds like I'm having like a mental breakdown or something like that, but I'm just trying to remember. All the freaking curses are the same. Like Curse of Blindness, Curse of the Unknown, Curse of the Lost. Any one of them could mean any other one, more or less. Like, is Curse of Blindness can't see items or can't see the map? You know, it's all arbitrary, so you gotta remember them. Oh my god, we're one hit in general away from death, but we're absolutely one champion hit away from death. Not my finest performance so far. We did lose one Spirit Heart going into the Curse Room, and I regret that immensely, but let's see what we got in our first item room. Ah! I stand by that. I guess it sucks, because we can't get the Super Bum transformation, and of course we're not gonna, like, immediately get HP off of it or anything like that, but we got range. Oh, if we can just make it to the shop, we're probably set. We got range, which is mission critical, and we got speed, which is mission critical as well. So just come in here, buy a Spirit Heart, okay? I've got a game plan. I'm sorry, Placebo. I wish it didn't have to be like this. But Diplopia is just much better. In fact, I might use Diplopia for something that's a little bit on the risk-averse side. I know that I'm supposed to be the zany boy in Isaac, but, you know, what's zanier than a life well lived in a game like this? So, I was thinking I would use Diplopia possibly to duplicate the boss item. In the end, though, this boss item is not worth duplicating. The only thing that I would like to do, the only reason I would like to duplicate it, I should say, was a heck of a dodge right there, is to get us closer to getting like a 4th level Meat Boy, which might be relevant, but 4th level Bandage Girl, I guess. But we're just gonna move on, because like getting to a 2nd level Bandage Girl right off the bat is irrelevant. It's not worth Diplopia, which also costs us quite a lot of money. So we gotta be very, very cautious still, and that's not really something that's in... Oh, it was close. That's not really something that's in my DNA, so I'm really happy to see that we have picked up a Tinted Rock, and there's 2 Spirit Hearts. Alright, so now we're in a much, much better position. And honestly, the way that I kind of look at this run right now is... Well, let's see what we get here. Strength. Very good. Let's use Diplopia potentially. If our deal with the devil is good, let's use Diplopia to steal the deal. Hashtag steal the deal. Don't tweet me that, because I'm not going to understand what it means. If you tweet it to me with context. I got a bunch of tweets the other day that said, "Do you have me muted? Hashtag Isaac." And I said, what did I say in an episode a week and a half ago? I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I do forget what I say in these episodes. And it's really because, I mean, I'm not, hold up. Okay, I'm just looking at getting the layout for the floor. I'm not insane, despite the fact that this is what I do for a living and have done forever, and it's definitely made me a little less sane than I used to be. There's no question about that, but I think it's in like a kooky sort of Clementine Krasinski sort of way, you know? Not in a scary, like, I need to go see a doctor sort of way. Not that there's anything wrong with that. But I think I enter kind of like a, I don't want to say a fugue state, but the memory part of my brain turns off, I think, when I record these videos. I could start another video after this one. I probably would not even remember, like, how this run went, except broad strokes. And it's necessary because, you know, ooh, we'll think about that. Oh, this is just horrible. I'm not even using Diplopia for this. I'm upset. We'll get deals with the Angel instead.
Lemon party.
Hold up. No keys, no bombs makes Homer something something. I enter like a little bit of a fugue state in these videos, and after it's done, I purge it all. I send it to the garbage collector. Get out of my memory. I don't need it anymore. So expecting me to remember something even like 2 weeks later is just not gonna happen. Dude, you really... Sure, alright. You know what, I kind of like Tiny Planet in the whole scheme of things. And I think the strength card is definitely more useful. Yeah, I can live with Tiny Planet. The thing is, we have an orbital that we can use to get us out of a sticky situation as well, so I like that, but please, God, just let me get the heck out of here. And again, now it comes down... you know what? Take this. And the reason I want to take that is I want to see if we can get a deal with the Angel ASAP, and maybe get rid of Diplopia, take something else. I'd like to wait until we have a bomb, just in case there's an Angel statue, so I'll kind of hold off on that, but... Help. I do realize that taking Tiny Planet with low shot speed gives us a little bit of inertia when we start up a run. Start up a room, I should say. You know, it's slow for us to actually realistically hit enemies. This room is just... You know what? I'm out. That room is starting to scare me. I made an executive decision to get the heck out of Dodge, and I stand by that decision. This run is super weird, because I feel like it's... Like, statistically, it's actually pretty nice now. Oh, man, our range is kind of horrible. But apart from that, like, all of our other stats are pretty good, but... We're having a lot of trouble killing enemies in what I would consider to be a timely fashion. These bosses not accepting. Oh my lord. At least we got a Spirit Heart. We can always Diplopia this item and get another Spirit Heart, but that's kind of it's a very short-term play. We would get a second range and luck upgrade as well. It's not the most exciting pickup, but we do kind of urgently need the range, and then the Spirit Hearts and the luck are a nice kind of bonus on top of it. I don't know, man. I think it takes a bold man to make that decision. You know, if you ever... You've been zany. You've used the D4, you've used the D100. Have you ever been so zany you used Diplopia to get 2 range upgrades instead of 1? Sometimes true Zane is knowing when to hold the Zane back. What's wrong, Northern? I thought you was keeping it zany. I thought that's what you wanted. Well, we need another spacebar item now. We definitely need our item room as well. I stand by that Diplopia play, man. Our range is now functional, although certainly it has not saved us. Ah, that was really bad. I got caught in dodge paralysis there. Not a good name for a vehicle. I don't know what they were thinking. Range upgrade. It's funny that that range up is actually like about as good as the combined total of the 2 range upgrades we got from Dad's Lost Coin. But, you know, I'm kind of in a like beggars can't be choosers sort of situation. So, you know, just do me a favor, okay? Like, for future NL. Oh my god, how is this gonna work? I'm gonna take it, obviously. How is this gonna work, though? I have no idea what's gonna happen here. So... I just don't know. It takes a lot to make me speechless in Isaac in this day and age. I think we've reached a new level of just, like, impotent synergy. Which is a phrase that I have to admit, I really loved saying. Did I just say I really love Satan? Oh, what can I say? I was a vegetarian. Satan is like a vegetable protein that I've actually, to the best of my knowledge, never consumed. More HP would be very nice, please, if you could. I'm giving up my chance at an arcade to do this, probably, but I stand by it, because, you know, we could... I mean, this is an arcade. This is what it comes down to. I think I've almost hit the point where I'm like, look, even my face doesn't know what to portray right now. You know, the character model is just like, Jesus Christ, what's happening? I am going to use my orbital wherever applicable, and I'm going to accept no guff about it, because my God, one day this may grow into like the kind of synergy you write home about. That day is not today, though, and by today I mean this floor. Well, don't really want to do this room, just to level with you. We've been in this situation before, okay? We know what it takes to win a run like this. You know what it takes? This is not a joke. It takes time. Holy Christ. And time is really a shorthand for opportunity in this case. We need more deals with the angel and devil. We need more item rooms. We need more cursed rooms. We need more shops. We need more stuff that we can take advantage of to swing things in our favor. What I really want to see is some kind of unbelievably cool tier synergy. And then when our Epiphora tiers explode, they just like, they blow people's minds like, you know, that song by Eve featuring Gwen Stefani. Not the other way around. Because, you know, it really does, it speaks to our run. It took a while to get here, so I'm gonna take my time. Something, 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 and let me blow your bam, 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 ticka-dim, bam, bam. Please, Lord. Oh my God, you are a better dodger than Nomar Garcia Parra. Thank you. Wow, that's like just not very good. Okay, so what comes next? Well, come what may, we are going to go to our second secret room. Really, it takes as long as it takes for us to make this happen. You know, this blood bank combined with this judgment are like the linchpins for us right now. Ace of Hearts is actually okay. Let's actually go. We're not looking for the money. We're looking... Okay, it worked out. We're looking for blood bank access. What we got was money. But we can make something happen there. This is what separates, and I'm not even being sarcastic. This is what separates good Isaac players from great Isaac players. And I'm honestly not sure which camp I exist in, but... You know, the ability to look at a floor like this and you kind of understand the puzzle box and you start to solve it little by little. You put together, it looks like it's kind of not that good of a floor and our run is a little garbage. I would agree with that 100%. But you know, they gave us the tools to improve ourselves. And we're going to try to, you know, make sure that we measure up here. Oh my God, please hit them. I don't know how to shoot at you. I just don't know how to shoot at you. I guess like that's full stop, but I can't reliably hit anything. Like our shots peter out so close to our body, dude. Look at, oh my gentle Jesus, like, there we go. So you gotta stand like a couple of character lengths back of the enemy, and you can eventually hurt them. My lord, this is gonna be the slowest run we've had in a while, and we've had kind of a history of slower runs. I think an AWAS here is fine, and we'll carry a card that's more valuable. Temperance is actually really nice. There is another red heart up there, so obviously my plan right now is to pop this Temperance card down next to our other blood bank. Okay. Help. I need somebody. Help. Not just anybody. Help. So many battery charges and nothing. Even when we had Diplopia, there was friggin' nothing to do with them, man. Well, ideal scenario. I'll take things that John Travolta thinks are actually Idina Menzel's name for 100. Ideal scenario. The wickedly funny. Ideal scenario. Anyway, the ideal scenario is we get 2 blood bags. I'd say the odds of it are about 1 in 15 million. Yeah. So we're gonna try. See what we get out of you. Is just another penny. Our shop was pretty much dead. So we're headed down to the next floor. We didn't eke out as much of an advantage as I'd like, but we did get a lot of money, which is fine. We have another chance at an arcade on this floor, potentially. And then, wow. Okay, we'll give this a shot. And then, you know, the fact that we got HP is just good by itself. Dude, a golden bomb is, like, actually the greatest gift you could ever give me. I think... Wow, you almost kicked it into me. Wow. Apparently it's saying wow a lot on this run. Get used to it. 'Cause I don't think the wowness is stopping anytime soon. So we're going to be using golden bombs, like, almost exclusively. Stand in the middle, get him to spawn off to the side. Oh, different guy. Please, Lord. I can't believe our luck, to be honest. You might think I was about to spin that in the negative direction. Not the case. To get a golden bomb there is just about the greatest gosh darn gift I could ever ask for. And now we can actually... Don't do it. Pretty reasonably, like, make it through this floor without being too afraid of how things are going. Obviously, like, we'll use a bomb to get a bomb. We got... Basically, we have one more floor of possibly... You know, I don't want to say that it's free, but we have one more floor of relative safety before things are probably gonna really kick off. Before we're, like... It's like taking another year, like a gap year, between college and... Or between high school and college. All I mean by that is, you know, we're kind of... We know the responsibility's coming for us, but... We're gonna delay it as long as is humanly possible, and you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. As long as, you know, you spend the year productively in whatever way that you feel would be most productive for you. And a lot of friends that did an extra year of high school, essentially just for fun. And I don't know if they would say that it worked out. I say a lot of friends, but really, it's not the case. I never had a lot of friends at all, much less a lot of friends that did one thing in particular. That's a little... I mean, it was dour, but it was also just a lie. I was not popular in high school, but I was not I was just like a normal kid, is basically how it went down. But this is neither here nor there. Excuse me? How dare you? Dude, start using bombs again. What is here or there is... I think, you know, if you take a year and you're like, I want to travel. If you have the means, more power to you. If you take a year and you're like, I want to take shop again. Maybe it's time to get out of your comfort zone at that point and move on. You know, you want to take a year so you can have less student loans because you make good savings working for the year? Great. I had friends, again, not really friends, but acquaintances. I went to a small high school. I just want to make this clear right off the bat. So, like, by the time I finished my 12th grade of high school, I'd almost taken all the classes that our school offered, and that's not even a joke. You know how when you fly, if you get a meal, they're like chicken or fish? That was like my high school. It was like grade 9, they're like music or art. You're like, okay, music. Okay, grade 10, they're like, you want to keep taking gym? You're like, sure. I'll take it for it. I got nothing better to do. Let's take gym. 11th grade, they're like, you want to go to college or you want to go to the workforce? You're like, I guess I'll go to college. And they're like, okay, here's your college courses. By the time I graduated, I had almost taken everything in my track that they offered. So I didn't see the point of staying an extra year. It's like, oh, I really want to take high school law class or something like that. I don't think it's gonna, you know, make that much of a difference in my overall life. But again, you know, kids going to college real early. You know, 18, 17 years old even. Dead onion, how is this even gonna work? Well, first off, our tiers now look fat and sassy. But I don't, oh, Jesus. I don't think it's that big of an improvement. We got real problems. Like, I don't know how much HP we have left. Okay, we're at full, but full is also like 2. I guess we haven't, like, we're aware of the fact that we haven't actually, lost any red hearts. No! And I say that because our deal with the devil chance is still like 70-something, so obviously we haven't been hit. I'll be 100% straight up with you, though. If we don't make it through, I mean, we might as well get the nickel, but if we don't make it through to a deal with the devil or a deal with the angel, cancel Christmas on this run. Because there's just no way. I mean, first, after that, it has to be good, but I mean, we're at 20 minutes on the caves, too, and I'm cruising. Like, this is as fast as I've gone on a floor since taking Tiny Planet, which, in hindsight, was like a horrible decision, apparently. This is fine. Thank you for popping up right on top of Lemon Party. And I galaxy brained that. Dude, this is still horrible. This is actually just not worth it. So we'll take our HP. At this point, we have to go back to the cursed room. Picking up something like a Guppy's head or anything along these lines is like necessary for us to feel like we're making an improvement in today's society. So, like, I don't see us living maybe even through the next floor because we won't have golden bombs, but unless we get something, and we didn't get anything. My dudes, this run is actually like torture. I love it. I like the feeling of productively being uncomfortable sometimes. I think it makes you more resilient to being uncomfortable in the future, which is an important life skill. But good lord, man. What are we supposed to do? Ruka, what are we supposed to do? We have some positives. Like, our HP looks better than ever because it is more than we've ever had, so I don't... This is like, you're gonna think I'm exaggerating. I don't understand how our tiers do damage. And by that, I just mean... Oh my god, it exploded in half a second. I don't understand, like... Do they do damage when they're in this weird little Tomo form? Or do they only do damage when they split? Do they do more damage when they split? Can you get hit by the Tomo tiers more than once? I don't know. And how does every enemy manage to dodge, like, right through the epicenter? What is this? A DPS for ants? The real DPS needs to be at least 3 times bigger. Okay, now this is how you know I've tilted, because I literally just walked into the fire. We gotta nip that in the bud. Okay, it's just a terrible start. We did get a fire rate increase. A twisted fire rate increase. Please! I actually, like, what would you do? This isn't like some social engineering to get you to leave a comment and push, like, engagement higher. Because at this point, I figure, if you're ever on YouTube and you don't know who I am, and you see a video that's called, like, The Binding of Isaac episode, friggin' season 300, episode 9,000,002, you're probably gonna go, yeah, no thanks. You either like it or you don't, and if you do like it, you probably have found me by this point. So I'm not really worried about, you know, pushing these videos out to a larger and larger audience necessarily. You know, brand awareness among Isaac fans is at its peak. Or it's past its peak, even. Anyway, the point is, what would you do in this situation? I want to know, As of like the depths one, I'll give you the number one answer right off the bat, okay? Alt F4. I'll make the joke so you don't have to. Can't get to it, huh? But apart from just Alt F4ing, what would you do? How would you get yourself out of this one? I'm eager to know. See, this enemy, it tricks you. You look at this and you go, oh, this run's actually good. Look at how quickly you killed that guy. Nah, it's just because the dead onion tears are pseudo-piercing. So, you remember that movie with Chris Evans? Pseudo-piercer? Okay, we need that. We need this. We actually, and this is how you know we're screwed. I'm thinking about buying the jar. Whether it's got a heavy lid or not. We don't really want that. Sure, Abel, wow. At least we have something that can shoot straight ahead. Well. Sister Viz, what's your price for flight? Skunka. There's one guy, you know who you are. You probably don't, because this is going to describe many of you. Anytime there's like a thread of positivity, he leaves a comment that's like, I like NL's videos, and this is not me being a naysayer, but I hate it when he sings. Every single thread talks about me singing. It says, lazy commentary. Say that to Weird Al Yankovic's face. Lazy commentary. I'm sorry, not every episode can have a discussion about what it means to be a nihilist without even knowing what nihilism is. Oh Lord, this is incredible. They're both interesting choices, but I just don't know what to say. I think it's great. If I didn't sing in videos, you'd never get an I'm so fancy you already know 64 ounces daily of life-giving H2O. Yeah, I don't think anyone's gonna be confused about the choice there. These static tiers are actually amazing. They probably just saved our run. So give yourself a pat on the back if you left a comment that said I would go to the item room and take static tiers. It's still weird, but it's not bad weird anymore. It's pretty good weird. Because we're basically creating, like, just an army of electricity on every room. Wow, Card Against Humanity is, like, actually just horrendous. So, I'm going to Sun card. And then I think I'm just going to use the Stars card immediately on the next floor. I don't know what I was even exploring for. I think maybe I thought I hadn't been to the shop because my brain is half broken today. Don't even try it, buddy. Don't even try it. It's such a weird run, wouldn't you say? Like, Static Tears is awesome, don't get me wrong. I mean, that's like an actual 100 out of 10 upgrade, especially with our run going the way it was. But we're like derelict in almost every category. Rate of fire is great. Damage is exactly where it started, which is like above average for the start of a run, but we're not, you know, at the start of a run anymore. We only have 3 HP. That's like... And we haven't even taken a deal with the devil. That's what burns me up. You know, it's not like we've been too aggressive with deals with the devil. If anything, I mean, I wouldn't say we've been too passive, but we've been pretty passive about them. Because they've mostly been terrible. And, like, genuinely terrible. I do, in hindsight, although we might have been dead were it not for our choices with Diplopia, I do sort of wish we had saved Diplopia to use on that item room. Because to get 8 shots, like double quad shot and then 1 static tears after using Diplopia, probably would have been horrible but extremely funny. Our rate of fire would have been like 8 times slower or something like that, but our, the amount of shots we output, I'm not going to say it would have made up for it, but it would have been hilarious. I still don't see us winning, though. Like, it might sound overly pessimistic, but how the heck are we going to get through the womb with 3 HP when every enemy hits for 1 full HP every time they get you? Oh, my God. You know what? We were actually over the tier cap, so that didn't hurt us. But I don't know, man. I guess the answer is you wait and see what happens for the rest of this floor. And then you get Dower if you need to get Dower. Because for now, this actually isn't that bad. Pulseworm might be interesting, and it would certainly look strange and maybe cause me to put a photosensitivity warning on this video, but we're going to stick with the fishtail. It's doing literally nothing for us right now. Oh, crap. But in the very near future, it could be doing quite a lot. Mostly I was thinking if we got to deal with the devil, which did not happen. Head of the Keeper is like way too little, too late. And when an enemy walks into the Maelstrom, they eat it extremely quickly. Until the Maelstrom exists, I am a sitting duck, more or less. So I just, like, in case you, and I don't blame you for this, you might be looking at this and you're just like, he's just shooting. No, there's a method to my madness. Because of the unique way in which our tiers exist here, and I'm being very polite and diplomatic in my phrasing there, with anything that helps us, like, please God. I'm walking, like, up and down, right and left, and then constantly changing the direction that I shoot in to try to fill the screen with as much electricity as possible. Now, our range is fine, but our shot speed and, like, distance traveled is horrible. I'm really, really looking for Crystal Ball. You know, that's probably a better trinket. I mean, I'm not trying to be rude. We do have above 0 luck. I'm a little amazed. We just paid 30 cents for, like, a trinket. It's a little disappointing. I was gonna say, watch that pay out immediately. Anyway, well, if we're ever gonna make it, now's the time. Really strong mom fight. No deal with the devil. If I'm leveling with you, we didn't really earn the deal with the devil, did we? If we win this run, I will be very impressed. Especially, not least of which because we got 2 Curse of the Unknowns in a row. Like, you really just can't cut me a single break here, huh? I probably should not do this. With Curse of the Unknown, it's just so scary, but at the same time, I'm like, we need to take risks. We've taken so many risks on this run, and none of them have panned out. You should not be able to make it through this. Not me, like, I'm gonna make it through this easily. These enemies, most of the time, they like a hard counter every conceivable situation. This time, we're laughing. Ain't no hard countering happening there. Whoop! Please, God. Just, can our electricity stretch a little bit further? I see a win for us. And the way that it happens is we get Bloody Penny. Which we obviously do not have as of yet. Okay, Infamy is actually very nice. You ever see too many shots grouping up in one area? You yell at me. You say, NL, that's not right. That's not how you group these. You gotta spread the love. Thank you for the spirit heart. That's a lot of money that we literally cannot spend because we're 31. Oh, sorry, Demon Judgments. I have to protect this HP. We've only had the opportunity to pick up like 2 of it over the course of the whole friggin' run. So every bit of HP is precious to me. We got some Spirit Arts backing it up, which is more than we've had in a lot of situations. So let's try to keep it alive. Man. Just a weird one. I'll tell you 100%. Ooh, we'll save it. Because we'll probably get a deal on this floor anyway. This could be the leverage that we need to win. If we didn't get static tears or something on the level of static tears, I think we would be super dead probably a floor ago. I don't think we had much of a chance of keeping alive. Now we're actually looking quite strong. Quite strong to take you on. Quite strong. I'll take on anyone. You guys remember Trapped with 2 T's? Whatever happened to those guys? I really thought they were kind of like alt-rock's version of the Beatles, you know? Just wildly transformative musicians who are taking the world by storm. You just won't get into the maelstrom, huh? Welcome to the freaking swarm. Had we already been in our secret room? You know what? Sure. Gives us a... I mean, I guess... No. This doesn't count as our deal with the angel. I was really concerned there for a second that it did. Okay. Just take it. And you know we're probably going to have our boss fight right off the bat here. So, that... soon, at least. This gives us a wonderful chance to pull out of this. And honestly, like, I think we're well-equipped to fight Mega Satan if we do end up taking the angel path. It's amazing how quickly you can get turned around in this game. You're like, I think we're probably going to die. And then 4 minutes later, you're like, we could probably beat, like, one of the hardest optional bosses. This guy's... Just surround him. Oh, look at that. It's closing in on you. You gotta take the wafer. Oh, stood right in the way. That's fine, though. So there's our key pieces. I love it. I don't really love that. Please, no Curse of the Unknown in this floor. I'm amazed I'm even alive to this day. Oh, our HP is actually really good. It's a deal with the devil. And, dude, true to form, it's a junk deal with the devil. Like... I don't know what we did to deserve this. Maybe we've rebuked too many deals with the devil in the past, but they are just giving me absolute garbage on these devil deals. We want the angel deals, but we can't get one until the next floor at the earliest. It's the benefit, though, of having... Oh, dude. Let's go. It's the benefit of having the Joker card, though. We can afford to wait, as long as our HP holds. And you know, I'm going to give this run... I'm a millennial, so I'm going to give this run a participation trophy. But I'm going to name it in a way that doesn't feel like a participation trophy, okay? I'm going to name it the trophy for most damage done with the least damage stat, which is really... I don't think we need to do this, but let's do it. It's really, like, the defining characteristic of this run. Our damage is exactly the same, at least in terms of its statistical value, as it was when the run friggin' started 40 minutes ago, roughly. But the actual damage output is probably, like, 10 times better, if not more. And that's a genuine ballpark. Let's go. Like, I think it might even be like 25 times faster DPS. So this is the most damage I think I've ever done with the least damage stat. Sure, you got me. I also think that this is probably... there's a couple of other awards it's in contention for. Worst devil deals I've ever seen in my entire friggin' life. And then on top of that, of course, you gotta put in an honorable mention for most Curse of the Unknowns. You know, it's a noteworthy run for many, many reasons. And yet, you know, 10 minutes ago I said I don't see a path to win. I actually don't know if I see a path to lose anymore. We just have, like, too much damage output And our defense is actually amazing because of the wafer. Because no enemy can deal a full heart of damage, we can afford to be way more aggressive with our orbitals, which in turn is actually leading to the rooms going way faster, which is bringing my morale back up. It was a little low for parts of this run, you know, because of my inability to actually hit enemies. And what did I ask for? I asked for a wild tier synergy. Very early on, if I remember correctly, I said, oh, you know what, if we can get a cool tier synergy, that'd be awesome. You know, to try to make this, oh, there you are. To try to make this, Tiny Planet build work. And the game delivered. Essentially, through the virtue of one single item, the game delivered. Thank God for static tiers. Otherwise, we would be in a hell of our own creation right here. Instead, we're in like a, I don't know, it's not really heaven or hell. Believe in neither, but fear them as well. Modest Mouse. Anybody heard of this? They're pretty indie. They, one of the few indie bands to ever go to #1 on the Billboard Hot 200. It's like a, is there like a chaotic, it's not purgatory, like I don't think we're in between heaven and hell, we're kind of just like, I don't know. We're at like Chuck E. Cheese, the Chuck E. Cheese of the afterlife. So the run is really good, but it's also kind of breaking my brain, in case you haven't noticed. So obviously, I mean, we'll start here. And it's Krampus, dude. If you can actually give me Lump of Coal, you're a legend. Oh man, that's like huge damage up, I think. Potentially. Oh my lord, it's just like 100% garbage. I'm fighting Mega Satan, you can't stop me. We got 1.4 luck. Remember when we played 5 slot machines plus fortune tellers, and none of them panned out with anything except a waste of time and a bunch of vague platitudes I didn't care about. So, absolutely, your boy is getting the heck out of this run as soon as possible with the most positive memories he can muster. I don't even want to mention it, but we do have yet another Curse of the Unknown, in case you wanted to add it to the trophy, which is approaching like a hilariously absurd level, in my opinion. So these guys, we know where they spawn. That sounded quite menacing. He sees you when you sleep. He sees you when you wake. He knows when you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. No, it's not the Bye-Bye Man. It's everybody's favorite benevolent present giver, Santa Claus. Let's actually go. I'm scared because I don't know about our HP, but I'm pretty sure that it's actually totally fine. Because of the wafer, but dude, I think this run is actually like folded part of my brain against another part of it and then stapled them together. I don't even have a headache. My brain is just like trying to comprehend its own structure after this run. I see, the thing is, like, I need to get in there, and yeah, there we go. Okay, we've done it. I'm not doing Delirium. I'm out. I'm not doing Delirium. I'm out of here. You can hate it if you want. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal, of course. Subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.